Hi, welcome to this week's Monday video. I actually have a lot more questions this week, which is pretty fantastic. I actually want to start with the oldest one, which is one that was submitted by Dana, who runs Dimmick RP, just like a couple minutes right before after the deadline last week. And she wanted to know, who is your favorite person to roleplay in Mitch's pack? And for those of you who do not roleplay with one of my OC muses, Mitch, who is head of security at Balthazar's Cabaret, he's a werewolf. He's head of a small werewolf pack called the Earthshakers, because when they run together, they can move mountains. That's his exact quote for why that's what their name is. I'd have to say my favorite person to roleplay in Mitch's pack that isn't Mitch, probably his second in command, Henry, because he's just got kind of this really gruff sense of humor, and he's had a really messed up life, but he still loves his siblings very, very much, his adopted pack siblings, and he would do anything for his pack. It's pretty fantastic, actually. And then in the cabaret, probably Marie and Andre for in the cabaret. And Andre is Balthazar's second in command. He is a demon who sold his soul to spend eternity with his wife, Marie, who was turned by a rogue vampire in 1908. And they are just, oh my god, they're exquisite. They're so completely and totally in love with each other, and it's just the cutest thing in the world. Who is one of your minor characters on this account that you would like to get to know better? That is a really, really good question. To be honest, I would probably have to say that's a tough question. Probably Marcus. Marcus is one of the werewolves in Mitch's pack that is Balthazar's occasional driver and part-time bodyguard. And I feel like there could be a fully fleshed out character there, but I'm just not sure what his background really is. So probably Marcus. It's a good question, though. Excellent questions. She actually also texted me some more questions because she is my adopted sister, and all the questions are good. So let's see here. Do you ever plan on writing something bigger with the pack and the cabaret girls? Sometimes I honestly think that I could turn it into short stories that are dedicated to each of the characters, like their background and their lives and how they wound up at the cabaret. I think about it, and then I realize that is a lot of work. I can't even get through NaNoWriMo without, like, puttering out. Actually, maybe this year that'll be my NaNoWriMo project. I'll just take, the characters and, like, divide up the word count between them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If Balth had a different career, what would it be? Well, in his human verses, he actually has quite a few careers. He's a tattoo artist in one, an escort and stripper in another. In any, like, mob AU verse, escort and stripper. He has also been a thief, an art thief, always. Restorer of paintings, and military man, bartender. But to be honest, I feel like if he wasn't working at the cabaret, he would probably be an archivist of some sort, working at a museum or restoring paintings, as he does in his in most of his human verses. Does Davy ever wish he was an only child? Now, this really only applies to roleplays with Dimmick RP, because there's Ryan and Ella and Em and Sue, and the answer is no. He totally loves all of his siblings. He loves the fact that now he's got big sisters. He loves the fact that now he's got a little brother and a little sister for him to take care of, but he's still got big sisters that he can go to when he has, like, a bad dream, or he doesn't understand something, or he wants to ask them a question, or he needs help with homework. it's really cool to him. He loves it. He loves it so much. Okay. Thank you, Dana. Excellent, excellent questions. And moving on, moving on. Let me see here. Okay. And I have one from Elusive X Emissary, who is a fantastic gay blog, and you should definitely be following them. Question: when did you decide Balthazar favored Gabriel over all his other older bros? Well, quite frankly, for me, I would have to say it was during the show. I mean, we meet Gabriel first, and we see that he is this hedonistic lover of life and sensation. He drinks champagne and has beautiful women around him all the time. And then we meet Balthazar, who actually has a line that I believe goes a little something like, I was licking 72 Dom Perignon out of a Soprano's navel. That was important, after being summoned by the Winchesters. And I thought for a moment, now who else do we know that likes champagne and ladies? And then I realized, oh my god, Balthazar is emulating Gabriel. Wow, this is really interesting. And that just kind of opened up this whole other thought process of, when he was a Fledge, did he love Gabriel better than all of his other brothers? Like, what's going on there? And it just kind of helped me really flesh out my Balthazar personally as a character. Adores Gabriel, hero worships Gabriel, and honestly, Gabriel and Lucifer were his two favorites. Raphael was the one that he had, like, this relationship with, didn't quite work out, kind of ended badly. Personally, I play my Balthazar as they had a kind of almost an abusive relationship, and that's the reason why Balthazar left heaven. Because he didn't agree with how the baby angels were being taught, and after they didn't need him anymore, and after Raphael made it very clear, nobody needs you around here, nobody wants you around here, that's when he skipped out, and he took all the weapons of heaven with him. Hit Raphael where it hurts, you know? Yeah, I have to say it was the moment that we saw Balthazar as a hedonistic lover of life, the same way that Gabriel was portrayed, that I was like, wait a minute. These two, I think they have something in common. And that was the moment that I realized that my personal headcanon for Balthazar is that he was raised by Gabriel. He was the first younger angel that Gabriel was given care of. And essentially everything he does is an emulation of his beloved older brother. From his absolute sense of morals, you never hurt little kids, you never let anyone hurt someone weaker than you if you could stop it, stand up to bullies, to his absolute hedonism and search for sensation, taste, scents, cloths that feel good against the skin. Like, he's a hedonist, pure and simple. I feel like he definitely gets that from Gabriel. Really, really good question. Thank you. Okay. So moving on to the next questions that I have are from Barton's Trick Arrows. This is my Clint Barton. They're fantastic. So you should definitely be following them if you're not already. Question 1. What's your favorite color? Honestly, it's gray. I know that sounds really dull, but I've always loved gray, like rain clouds, just gray as a general color. It's kind of like pastel black, which is sad, but yeah, I really love gray. And question 2, what's Bal's favorite color? It's French blue, which is a really strong, really bold color of blue, and it's just, it's exquisite. If you get a chance, look it up. Really great color. 3, what's your job? I work in auto insurance. I'm an uninsured motorist clerk, which essentially means that I spend a lot of time going, but why don't you have insurance? It's literally illegal to drive without insurance, but why? And printing out papers and, on my breaks and in between printing out papers to fill subpoenas for other companies and workers' comp stuff, going, oh my God, you know what? If superheroes actually existed, my job would be 5 billion% more difficult. I'm really glad they don't actually exist, because can you imagine the freaking paperwork? Like, dealing with city property. Ooh, all of the, like, civil suits, the personal injury, the personal property. It just makes me, like, God damn it, Stark. No. I spend a lot of time during Marvel movies just, like, going, oh, God damn it, no, don't blow the thing up. Why? Why? Oh, God, why did the Avengers assemble? Just send Barton and Romanoff. They don't blow up the whole city. Oh, God, no, don't send Rogers. Don't send Rogers. I don't like this. I don't like this. That's the 15th car that's been destroyed. It's just, yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult for me to separate my job from, like, my personal, just, oh man. Me watching superhero movies is a problem. Question 4, can I hide under your desk? Dude, totally. If you feel like it, I mean, like, knock yourself out. There's a power strip down there, so you can totally plug your phone charger in. I have the illicit coffee pot in our section. Like, we're not supposed to have coffee pots out on the claims floor. We're supposed to keep them in the kitchen areas. But I have, like, my desk's here, and then I have, like, a drop shelf here that is kind of hidden by my desk, and then my desk partner's other shelf is, like, over here. So it's hidden, and it's this whole, like, dropped little shelf. It's big enough for the coffee pot and all of our coffee supplies, and the power cord is right next to it. And I was like, oh my God, it's like the gods of coffee are telling us that I should be in charge of caffeine. Thank you, coffee gods. Yeah, so, chill under my desk. That's totally cool. I also have a blanket on the back of my chair at work, so if you get cold, you're covered. Favorite drink, adult or not? That's a really good question. Favorite non-adult beverage is coffee. I like it. Like my heart. Black. And, disturbingly sweet at the same time. And then favorite adult drink would probably be a nice dessert wine. I'm an old lady, man. I like my wines. Wines are good. Question 6. Why do we have so many threads? Probably because Clint and Balthazar go really shockingly well together, and neither one of us has any self-control. Like, seriously, I'm kind of bummed that we didn't hit double digits by Monday. There's a few hours left in Monday, man. We could totally rock this out. I mean, like, we have, like, 3 more threads? And we would be in double digits? Let's do the thing. Okay. Those are all of the questions from Barton's Trick Arrows. You need to go follow them if you like Clint Barton at all. If you don't like Clint Barton, what are you doing here? Hawkeye's awesome. Accept it. Okay. All right. Next set of questions from In Lucis Absentium, which is the really fantastic Rasputin blog run by another of my adopted sisters, Chrissy, who is made of awesome. And if you're not following her, you should be. Go do the thing. Got any book recommendations? Dude, yeah, I got so many book recommendations. But for the sake of brevity, I'm going to keep it to 3 recommendations. Number 1, World War Z. It will fuck you up. It is the first and only zombie anything to give me any form of bad dreams. Yeah, kind of got inside my head, and I was like, what the fuck? If you haven't read it, go read it. If you haven't read it in a while, reread it. The Long Walk. Now, this one was written by Stephen King, but it was published under his pen name, Richard Bachman, which was, he said that he published all of his books that were a little controversial under that name. It's actually a dystopian book about, very similar to Hunger Games. Not similar to Hunger Games. Kind of like Hunger Games, in that there's children and they're being forced to do a thing for, the entertainment of this placated by the media, kind of Orwell's 1984 type dystopian world. So, I mean, read that. That'll fuck you up. Read that one when I was a little too young to appreciate it. Went back and reread it and went, oh, that's, oh my god. I don't like this. Oh, but it hurts. Oh, but where's the lie? There is no lie. Yeah. And third book is actually... Alright, now keep in mind, I'm kind of a nerd. And by kind of a nerd, I mean I'm also kind of a geek. By kind of a geek, I mean that I really like history and learning things. And, yeah. So, Unknown Shore. There you go. Nice glacier on there. So this is all about England's Arctic colony, which most people don't realize that England actually had an Arctic colony because it kind of collapsed in on itself. Oh, poor England. They're poor choices is what I have to say basically. But it's really good. Oh, it's full of like historical tidbits, and it's just written from a point of view that's very easy to digest. And I really enjoy it. And if you enjoy anything that's about kind of like exploratory, historical, you're learning a thing, but it doesn't feel like you're being forced to learn the thing, I would definitely recommend Unknown Shore. It's written by Robert Ruby, who is just really good. I mean, I would definitely do the thing. Definitely. So those are my 3 book recommendations, because seriously, I could babble all night about book recommendations. My girlfriend is a librarian. I mean, like, deliberately, for a reason, because the 2 of us actually bonded over books. That was her chat-up line. So, I notice you read books. It worked. Clearly. What are some alternate universes you crave for Balthazar? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I have so many alternate universes. Okay, I want a serial killer AU so bad that, like, I can almost taste the blood spatter, okay? I know that sounds disturbing. I didn't think that one out. It started out so much better in my head, and then I finished it, and I was like, what did I just say? But really, a serial killer AU. I want one. Yeah, that would be great. That would be fantastic. I definitely, absolutely want more mob threads. More mob AU. Jaded stripper / escort Balthazar. It's fantastic. I want 1950s greaser and square AU. Jesus, there's so many to freaking pick from. God, there's just, like, there's a lot. Trapped in a horror movie as a human being AU. Oh my god, that would be so great. We're in the woods and we're being chased. What the fuck is it? I don't know. I think it's a ghost. Oh god, we're gonna die. Oh god, give me the thing. Yes. Victorian AU. That's always fun. I really, and Insomnia Cannot Sleep has actually kind of partially filled this need, and Darkly Stark has partially filled this need, but I want more Stockholm threads. I want someone to come in and realize and recognize that, like, Balthazar will do anything for affection and love. Like, if you make it clear to him that you love him, and that you accept him, and that you're gonna give him, like, all the affection that he needs, he will do anything. Like, he'll fight his way back to your side. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. So I definitely want someone like, oh god, Stockholm, where somebody, like, tries to take him away from the person and is like, oh, they're terrible for you. They messed you up. It's Stockholm syndrome. They don't really love you. And Balthazar, like, kills them to get back to his significant other, who is just like, I broke this one good. I'm gonna keep him. Yes. Yes. So good. More Harry Potter AUs. Give me like 5,000 of those. Like, seriously, I don't even. Absolutely. 1970s Chaos Mage. Fuck yeah. That would be great. Biker gang? Dude. A prison AU and a biker AU. Oh, because can't you just picture Balthazar as somebody's old lady? Like riding on the back of the bike and just like totally chill with like, yeah, I bake cookies. What the fuck about it? And yeah, I'm the one who takes it. What the fuck about it? And just like, you want to make something of it? Like, oh my god, he would be the cutest. He would be the most adorable, like somebody's old lady. Like, come on now. Come on now. Y'all can picture this. Prison, definitely. Where he starts out like, no, don't touch me. And then like, after like a month or so, he's like, so, okay, I'm pretty fond of you, and I don't really know what to do about that. And then he, like, becomes somebody's old lady. Like, Chrissy, you need to bring back Impala. She had this Human Impala blog, Motor Oil and Alcohol, and the face claim was Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age, and it was just perfect. Impala was awesome. Anyways, Hunter Balthazar is always super fun because he's really foul-mouthed. Like, really foul-mouthed. It's fantastic. Hiding Royalty AU, where Balth is, like, accidentally, like, so maybe I'm a baron, and maybe I didn't mention that to you. And his grandmother's like, you cannot marry them. You have to, oh, god damn it. You know what? Your older siblings are going to marry and inherit the title, and you are just gonna go out to the countryside over there. And Balth's just like, success. Yes, exiled. No longer have to be a part of politics. You know, God, I have like a wish list like a mile long. Why would you ask me this? More Lord of the Rings AUs. Yeah, because Northman trader Balthazar, who's like a leader of a clan of trading Northmen who like have the finest of wool in all of Middle Earth. Like, they pride themselves on that. Our wool is the best wool you'll ever frickin' find. Yeah. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Yeah, 12,000 AUs. Like, why did you? I swear to God, I probably just spent like 10 minutes talking about that. I think that's all of my questions. I'm gonna briefly check, double check, see. What do I have? What do I have? Do I have any more? No, I don't have any more. All right, great. Awesome questions, guys. Thank you very much. And, have a great night.